During an interview at the New York Comic-Con, director Matthew Vaughn claimed he was courted to replace Bryan Singer as the director of 2006 X-Men, that's The Last Stand, but he rejected the offer to direct the sequel after discovering a studio's executive plan to deceive Halle Berry into reprising her role as Storm. Vaughn was quoted as saying, "One of the main reasons I quit X-Men 3, and this is a true story," Vaughn said, "I went to an executive office and I saw an X3 script. It was a lot fatter. I asked, what is this draft? They were like, don't worry about it. I grabbed it and opened the first page and it said Africa. Kids dying from the water and Storm creates a thunderstorm to save all these children." This is according to Matthew Vaughn, New York Comic-Con. He would go on to say, "I thought this was a pretty cool idea. I said, what is this? They said this is the Halle Berry script because she hasn't signed on yet. This is what she wants it to be. And once she signs on, we'll throw it in the bin. I thought, if you're going to do this for an Oscar-winning actress who plays Storm, I quit." Berry ended up returning as Storm in X-Men The Last Stand, but the film did not include any scenes set in Africa as the script Vaughn read included. The Last Stand did, however, give Storm a more prominent role as the character take over as head of Charles Xavier's School of Mutants after his death. There's been previous mistreatment Berry suffered during the X-Men franchise. Listen, I can continue to read about what happens to actors and actresses, but this idea that they had an entire script that they were gonna duke her with, bruh, this is unbelievable. And while it's not as serious as what's going on in the world politically, this is some wild thinking right here.
It's quite diabolical. To sway the feelings of an actress by saying, "Oh, in the movie, we're going to save the kids in Africa," and then only to pull the okie doke at the last minute so you could put her in another horrible Marvel movie. That is just awful. Just so sick.
Listen, it's not only sick, bro. You know what it makes me think of? This is my problem, and a lot of Black people gonna get mad about this. My problem with Wakanda was this fact that all they had to offer Black people in America, in Oakland, was a nonprofit. And it's like how tone deaf are these people doing these movies? Nonprofit is in itself is a racist institution that usually excludes Black voices.
Talk about it.
And it just make wealthy people more wealthy through their foundations, hiring their family members. And I was like, Black Panther is offering Black people a nonprofit when they have all the jewels, that all the what is that purple stuff they had?
Vibranium.
Vibranium. They had all this vibranium that could have fixed all the problems. So the answer to Black people in America's problem is a nonprofit in Oakland. And I was just disgusted. And it was like, this is tone deaf.
Well, it's tone deaf, but it's true to life. You know, whenever there are resources in Africa, some colonial entity gets to come in and extract them for their own profits and their own goods, to the detriment of the actual people. They never get to actually see any of the riches of the goods and the resources that are on their own land. This is where we see all over the place. This is the colonial project, Mondale. And so they're just giving you documentary form in a goddamn Marvel movie that's supposed to get these Black folks excited.
Listen, and go see the movie 8 or 9 times. Listen, y'all, I think
put a dashiki on, put some kente cloth on for this great colonialism, Mondale. Let's do it.
Listen, everybody needs a kente cloth, but instead of having the cloth itself, let's have some kente cloth policies to support that.